are. We're in Joe McElderry's dressing room.
Hello.
Here, hello. At Southend's Cliffs Pavilion. Last night was the first night of the whole of the new autumn tour.
Yes, first night. It was great. It went down really well, and it's a shorter tour this one because we've got I think it's about 9 weeks, and then we go on a bit of a break, and then we're finishing Newcastle Arena at Christmas, which will be great. Yeah.
Your hometown.
So it's an exciting kind of run this because it's not as normally it's longer, so you're kind of mentally and physically preparing for like the long thing, but it kind of feels like it's a quick tour. Quick, fun one, but it's great. We had a great time last night.
Yeah, and this is like the third tour that you've done with Joseph, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you must absolutely love this part.
I do, and you know, when I was asked to do it, I knew I would have fun with it, but I didn't realise it would be what it's become for me, if that makes sense.
I can remember you saying to me before that you actually had doubts about doing it.
Yeah, well, you know, you come off a show like X Factor, and there's a lot of scrutiny and criticism anyways, and I'd kind of just got beyond that point in kind of my own solo stuff with releasing things, and I was kind of in a comfortable place where I was putting an album out, or I was touring, I was doing little projects here and there, and I'd kind of managed to just get through all of that kind of, what I call the kind of, not the, I don't know, I just think coming off a show like X Factor, there's a lot of expectation, and there's a lot of kind of, everybody's watching, everybody's kind of, what's he doing, what's going on, and the press kind of jump on every little move that you do. And I kind of just got beyond that point, and I thought, when I was asked to do this, I thought, this is going to step into a whole new arena of that kind of criticism. But then I'm always one for a bit of a challenge, and I kind of thought, actually, it'll be the best thing to do is to just step outside of your comfort zone completely. Because I'd never done a full kind of musical theatre run, and certainly never played a role as kind of iconic as Joseph, you know, and I didn't want to let anybody down, you know. I know there's a lot of fans of the show. People come with expectations, and I felt all of that on my shoulders. And obviously, amazing people have played it: Philip Schofield, Donny Osmond, Jason Donovan. So I kind of was like, you know, do I really want to? And I did. To be completely honest, I didn't want to be the worst one. I didn't want people to leave and go, "Hey, it's the worst show that I've ever seen."
Well, in actual fact, the stage said that your Joseph is utterly ravishing.
Oh well.
So, what can you say about
I know.
that?
Do you know what it is? I've been overwhelmed by some of the comments that people have said in the reviews and stuff, and I'm always a bit funny about reviews and things. I tend to kind of keep a neutral stance on it. I don't kind of read a negative one. I don't really read a positive one because I think too much of a positive is just as bad as too much of a negative, you know, because then you can start to get complacent, or you can start to think, well, I can sit back now and have. So I kind of try and not read them. You know, obviously it's hard not to see them all the time, but I kind of, I normally just, for our lovely company manager, I normally just say, are they good or bad? And she'll be like, it's good, or one bad, one, you know, whatever. But I try and kind of keep a neutral thing on it, because I think it's, it can, you know, it can affect your performance, and you've got to kind of just stay away from it. I do that with press stuff as well. I kind of just stay out of it all.
But you've got some lovely fans out there.
They're amazing. They are fabulous.
You've got the best fans.
I saw them last night in the front row with their feather boas on and their light up. Yeah, they had their light up necklaces and everything, earrings, the lot. They were having a great time.
I bet, yeah. So Joseph is a bit of a dreamer. Are you a bit of a dreamer?
Yeah, I think so. I would say I am.
Do you remember your dreams? What's the last funny dream you had?
I have weird dreams.
Do you?
Well, I had a really funny night the other night. I finished my tour 3 weeks ago, and I left the venue, went straight to the airport, got on a plane and went on holiday. Then I came back, and I got straight on an aeroplane, got straight into London and went to rehearsals at like 7 o'clock in the morning. And the next night, I must have been so tired from the travelling, I went to bed, fell asleep like really early, and I woke up the next day, and I'd obviously had a dream, and I can't remember what it was. I woke up, I had no idea where I was. Oh. Right, and I was thinking, I lay in bed for about 15 minutes, and I thought, right, I'm not in Greece, I'm not, and I couldn't, honestly, I thought I'd gone crazy. I couldn't piece together, because I just travelled so quickly through different places, and I thought, it took us like 15 minutes, and I was thinking, well, I am in London, but what am I doing and where am I? And it was really scary.
Oh, sometimes I have dreams where I've not known what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
I never know what country
Or
I'm in.
the falling down the stairs ones. You know where you fall down the stairs in slow motion?
Yeah.
If I'm ever nervous or panicking about a show or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or I have the one where I'll be on a stage and it's like there's like gunge all over the stage and I can't get off so I keep slipping over and I can't get off. Yeah, but I imagine it must just be the kind of the adrenaline of like a show or something, maybe in a psychological thing. But I get them every now and again if I'm panicking about a new show, if I'm trying to remember new things. I get like I'll be on the stage and I slip over and I literally cannot get off the floor. And it's this that I'm like, come on, you know like when you're running away from someone in slow motion, it's like that. It's awful.
It's like a lack of control kind of thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
But one thing you do have a lot of control over is your own tour when you're touring with your you've got your own band as well, haven't you?
Yeah. So we have just finished Saturday Night at the Movies live. New album came out in July, and we went straight out on the road for I think it's about 8 weeks. And it was great. It was so much fun. And the great thing about it is I sang all of the songs off the new album. And they're all those kind of, iconic movie songs, like Don't Want to Miss a Thing, Show Me Heaven. Them songs, no matter what, the songs that people just love. So the reaction was great. Everybody was singing along. And I do, going back out on the road, I love this. And I have so much fun with this show. But there's nothing better than just standing there with your band, and having a great time. And being able to chat with the audience. I love all of that side of my job as well. Yeah,
because you can't really do that with Joseph, can you?
Well, the great thing...
Apart from at the end, I
yes.
suppose.
The great thing about this show as well is that you get that kind of warmth from the audience that you would get from a concert. The minute it starts, they're clapping along, they're singing along. So that was the one thing I was nervous about when I took on this show. Would I miss that kind of interaction? But with this show and with the character of Joseph, you still get that.
Yeah.
You still get that because they want him to do so well. The character of Joseph, as soon as he turns around, people just want him to do well. They know where the story's going and they're like, come on, he can do it, he can get through all of this.
And you're so endearing as well when you turn around and there's that big, lovely, cheesy smile. There he is. Aww.
But yeah, you still get that, and so I don't miss it too much.
Yeah. And what about this? It always fascinates me. How on earth you remember all the colours of that coat?
Well, it's funny. It's like a psychological thing. The less you think about it, the easier it is. So I go on for that moment in the show, and if I started to think what is the colour that's next, I would forget it.
Oh no.
But your brain just goes into this kind of autopilot thing, and the brain's a very for remembering words and things. I actually said it last night. I was singing Close Every Door, and I was in the character, and I was in the emotion and everything, and obviously the adrenaline was high because of the first night. And I got 3 lines into the song, and I thought, I had this like wave of like, oh my god, what's the next line? But it's amazing how your brain, it's almost like your brain's not connected to your body, like, and the words just came out of my mouth. But I had that panic where I was like, oh my god! And it's as soon as you start thinking about it, you can't think about it. You just got to trust your own body and just know that you've got it.
Yeah.
It's so embedded in there because I've done it so many times that sometimes that's worse as well. Because then you're like, is that the right line? I've sang that before.
Deja vu moments.
Yeah. And 3 shows Saturday. I'm sure I've done this twice already.
You're doing 3 shows.
We do 3 shows every Saturday. Yeah. 2, 5 and 8 o'clock. So
you must be really fit. You must have so much stamina too.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a heavy schedule, but the great thing is the music and the show it's so high energy that it just keeps a certain adrenaline high.
And you can't not come off that stage feeling unhappy, can you? It's such a happy show. Yeah,
and the whole medley at the end and everything, and the quotes and every like you saw that you were here last night.
Yeah,
all of the audience, they're up on their feet, they're clapping along, they're singing along. It turns into a bit of a kind of concert at the end as well, which is is great for us.
And then we hear your accent come through then because there he's back.
Yes. I said to them because I do obviously the show in an RP kind of accent, and at the end I was like, I can't do that at the end. When I say Southend, you've been fantastic. I can't do that in an RP. I have to do it as I was like, it would sound too weird, I think, So I had to fight for that one. I was like, please let us just do that in my own accent.
Yeah, good for you. Well, it's been lovely chatting to you.
Thank you.
We just better quickly plug this as well.
Yes.
for the show. This is the new
cast recording, which you can get from all of the venues. All of the venues. I feel like we're on QVC. All of the venues, we sell them on the merchandise stand. I think it's on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, all of that as well.
Is that you?
That is me, yes. There's a shot from the shore. Yeah.
And, oh no, it's not on this one. Oh yes it is. It's got all the colours.
It does.
So if you forget...
I could have that on the stage, couldn't I?
So, come on then, let's test you. It was...
red and yellow and green and brown and scarlet and black, ochre, peach, ruby, olive, violet, fawn, lilac, gold, chocolate, mauve, cream, crimson, silver, rose, asher, lemon, russet, grey, purple, white, pink, orange, blue.
Whoa!
Here we are.
On that note.
It's very early to do that as well.
Yes, thank you, Joe. Thank
Pleasure.
you so much. It's been lovely to meet you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.